So one thing I forgot to mention in my previous video wherein I explained about the fast forward merge is that you can actually look at the graphs. So I have tortoise git client installed, and in here you can see at the logs, and you can see that this is the graph line, and you can click on each one of them and see where your origin master is, what file you change in this particular commit, and for instance your feature branch and master branch are pointing to the latest commit. So you can look at things like that using Git client. So just wanted to tell you that in this video I will tell you about Git three-way merge, which is more of an explicit merge. So I thought of depicting the whole thing I'm going to do using this diagram. Normally, I see that the newcomers get a little bit confused when there are branches involved. So I thought it may be easier for the newcomers or anyone else in that matter to look at these diagrams, and then if I take you through the demo, it may be much more helpful. So in here, I have put some sticky notes so that we know the state of the files before the check-in and after the check-in. So currently, if I go to my command prompt, or even, sorry, if I go to my file system. So currently, if I go to my file system and look at file A, it has file A version 1 feature. So that's what it is in red here. And file B is file B version 1 feature. And if I go to my command prompt, I am on master branch. Right? So I'm on master branch here currently. So now what I will do is I'll update the contents of file A and file B. So in file A, I will update it to file A version 2 master, and for file B, I will make it file B version 2 master. So my file A has file A version 2 master, and file B has file B version 2 master. Now I will add and commit these two files. So what I will do is I will do git add. So I have added both two files here. So if I go back to the diagram which I showed you earlier, we are currently here. So this commit is done now. The same way, what I will do is I will make this change as well, and then check out a branch. So I will show you what I'm going to do now. So I have made those changes now. So we are currently in here. So for sake of this demo, I will create a new branch here now, and I will call it a new feature, right? So again, I will just go back to my command prompt. So I did try earlier git branch feature 1, and it was already existing, right? So if the branch already exists, then you will get this kind of message. So now what I will do is I will create, like I mentioned, a new branch. But by the way, we are still on master branch. So right, and you currently have file A version 3 master, and this has file B version 3 master, right? So again, if I get back to my diagram here, you can see we are currently here, file A version 3 master and file B version 3 master. And this is where we created the new feature. So now what I will do is I will check out to the new feature branch, and I will go back again to my files. So now these files are within the new feature branch, though it says file A version 3 master, and this will have file B version 3 master. But we are currently in the new feature branch. So this can be confirmed by the Git status, right? So again, if I go back to the diagram here, so I checked out this branch and I am switched to this branch now new feature, and this is the state of the files currently. Now what I will do is I will start making changes to file A and file B. So I'll just add this to file A. And same way for file B. right? And then I will add and commit. So after this commit, we are currently here, right? And I will make again few more changes to file A and file B. So after all these check-ins, we are currently here now, right? And I will just create a completely new file called file C. Now, if you look at this log, so you can see that our master is pointing here, and in the feature branch, we added this, then new content and added file C, right? So these are the three diagrams. Oh, sorry, these are the three commits. These are the three commits in feature branch, right? And if I check out to master again, right? So if I switch to master, now basically you will see that in master we are still here, version 3, and file B will be also at version 3 master. So file A has version B, file B has version 3 master, right? And now what I will do is I will make these changes. So imagine some developer checked out this feature and they are working on these files and they have committed it. They haven't merged it yet, so I will show you the merge later. But they're working on these files, and parallelly, some other developer is working on the master branch too. So what he does is he goes and changes file A to version 4 master and file B to version 4 master here, right? And then he commits it. So basically I did both of them together here. So I will just update this diagram. So we are on this commit currently, and then I will make file A version 5 master and file B version 5 master here, right? So you go back here, I will make it file A version 5 master and file B version 5 master. So I will do this, and then in here I will do this, right? So now, so my master has different content and my new feature has different content. And now if you want to merge, Git will merge this new feature into in here. And there may be conflicts too, because we might have changed the same line of code. So I'm on master branch currently, and then I say, okay, merge me with new feature branch. And it says there are conflicts in here. So basically try to merge file A into file B. And if you come here and you can see that our file A had version 5 master in the head. So because we are currently on the master branch, our head is pointing here, and it says the one which is in the new feature is this one. So you can basically decide which one you want to keep into. So I imagine because we are merging into new feature branch, we might want to keep this. So what I will do is I will remove this bit and I will remove this and I'll just keep this, right? And same thing for this guy. So currently our head in the master branch is pointing to this file, but my file which is coming from the new feature branch has this content. So in this one, maybe I will keep, just for the sake of this demo, the head, whatever the head is pointing to, right? And I will remove the extra contents from the new feature. And then basically I can resolve the conflicts. So after this, I will add all the files and say git commit -m resolved conflicts, right? And now if I check the git log, we can see there are many messages here, and we are in the master branch. The head is pointing to the latest resolved conflicts one. And then we also have version 5 master and version 4 master, the commits we made in the master branch. So if I come here, you can see these changes are here, right? So we are currently on this commit. Sorry. So we are currently on this commit, and we have version 5 master and version 4 master here. And then it also has all the commit history of the commits, whatever we made on new feature, like added file C, more new content for C, more content for feature. So all these 3 commits, when we merge into the main master branch, these commit history is also retained here, right? So that is what that is what three-way merge does. It retains the history when you merge from the new feature branch or any other branch into the master branch. And if you don't want the whole history, but just the topmost thing, you will have to do squash merge. I will show you in the next video. But one thing I quickly want to talk about is the conflicts, and I will talk about that in the next video.